So here was another pretty big moment when we were out there. We were working a little bit on how you take the club away. Now you historically had been kind of getting the club too far around you or too far behind you, which would make your club potentially bottom out too soon, or you may have to use your wrists a little bit more to square up the face. Or lastly, and maybe the biggest thing was occasionally we were starting to get it a little too close to the heel. So if you look at this stroke here, again, this is kind of after we were working on some things. So you were getting the club kind of back this way too much in your takeaway. So we're going to see now that club is kind of coming up a little bit more and just on top of your hands there, which is perfect. And if we kind of did the same thing over here, kind of watch what he's doing, we're going to see some of that same idea there. See the club just on top of his hands. If we get the club too far behind him or behind you, that's when we can run into some of the problems that we're having. So see the club kind of coming up, and then you see him start to rotate just a little bit to the left there, hits it right in the center, takes that little bit of divot after the ball, and the ball goes up nice and high. That is definitely something that we started to see you doing here as well. Club came up, we get a little bit of body turn to the left, hit it nice and in the center, and goes up nice and high and at the target there. So that's the other big kind of thing I want you practicing with these is we got to have the swing a little bit steeper coming down into the ball, which is going to help you take a divot in front of the ball, come hit it a little higher instead of sometimes, if the swing gets going this way too much, that's where we hit the ground or the hosel there a little bit.